Hey guys, what is up? It's time for another video and review. This time it's for the classic H.P. Lovecraft's Re-Animator. This movie is fucking kick-ass, man. First time I watched it, I was just liked it instantly, man. This is just great. Jeffrey Combs as Dr. Herbert West, who's injecting this yellow stuff, this yellow like liquid stuff that he created that will reanimate the dead. And the start of the film shows like police and some professors. The room's locked, so they get the cops to break the window. They hear this like awful screaming and shit. So they break the window, get in, and there's Dr. Herbert West with the syringe and this dead cadaver. He's like a former doctor or something. And the lady that was with the police and that tells Herbert West that he's like a murderer. She's like, "You killed him." Dr. West says, "I did not. I gave him life." Yeah, it shows Dr. West when they come in, like he sees the cops and that, and he drops a syringe out of his hand. Then the cadaver like gets up and like starts screaming, and his freaking eyes are like bulging out with blood and pus coming out. It was pretty freaking good. Yeah, this is pretty great. It's like a horror comedy. Just great, man. It's directed by Stuart Gordon, who directed Dolls. And another film with Jeffrey Combs in it. It's called Castle Freak. So that was pretty cool. All I have here is I think this came out in 2007. Should say here. Yep, 2007. It's a neat little box set. Comes with a highlighter syringe thing, but it's like a green kind of stuff highlighter syringe, so it's pretty cool. This film stars Bruce Abbott, who plays Dr. Dan Kane, who ends up renting one of his rooms in his house to Herbert West, and I'd say they kind of become friends in a weird way, because Dr. Herbert West is like nuts. Dan Kane, he's also dating the dean's daughter. So yeah, this is packed with special features. Disc 1, there's like 2 commentaries, one with the director Stuart Gordon, and another commentary with producer Brian Usna, and actors Bruce Abbott, Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, and Robert Sampson. Yeah, the special effects were well done. The additional makeup effects were by John Beekler, who directed Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. And that weird fucked up movie Troll, which was pretty, horrible, in my opinion. But this also stars Barbara Crampton, the dean's daughter, and David Gill as the insane Dr. Carl Hill. This guy is just freaking nuts, man. He's like insane. yeah, when Dan Kane's like looking for his pet cat named Rufus, and him and his the dean's daughter's looking around the house for Rufus, and she like walks right into West's room that he rented from Dan Kane. She looks around his room and looks in the freezer. I mean the fridge, a little mini fridge where he's got like some of his stuff in the fridge, and the corpse of Rufus the cat. So later on, Dan gets woken up by this big ruckus downstairs because Dr. Herbert West has all this medical and like science stuff on his little workshop down there. And apparently Dr. West like reanimated the cat back to life, and it goes like apeshit. It's like stuck on West's back and he's like running around screaming. It was a great funny scene. Dan comes there and tries to get it, and they pull the cat off and throw it against the wall, and you see like brains of the cat like run down the walls. Just great stuff. And Dan actually he witnessed Dr. Herbert West reanimate his dead cat Rufus. He says he can reanimate the dead, and I've seen it. So, and this was a cat, so Herbert West gets Dan Kane to sneak him into the morgue and try to reanimate one of the dead human cadavers in the morgue. And that is just okay. They're going around looking for the right body to try, like one that's has just been dead like recently, not a while. Because I guess the ones that are dead recently have a better chance of coming back to life. So he sticks it in this one, like he's like a size of a bodybuilder. And he gets up, and the dean comes walking in to try to get Kane and West and shit for sneaking in the morgue. He's at the door, but the door's locked. When the body's like throwing Dan Kane and freaking West around, they're running around the room trying to avoid the cadaver bodybuilder. And I guess the dean's like, Dan, are you in there? He's like, Herbert West better not be in there with you. So the bodybuilder cadaver just like knocks the door down, like stomps on the door that's underneath the dean, like just crushes his body. Picks the dean up and throws him against the wall. Like blood's like once again sliding down the wall like the brains from the cat were. Picks the dean up again, and he bites like 3 fingers off. And like smashing his head off the wall like a couple times. Ends up killing the dean. Oh, that was a great scene. Herbert gets like one of those drills that like saw and cut skulls open. He sticks it right in the bodybuilder's freaking back, and it goes out the front. Great gore effects, man. So, and Dan, he's like freaking out from this. He's like, what the fuck just happened? And he tells Dan to help him with the dean, to put him on the table, and so he can stick that liquid stuff in him, because he just recently died. So he brings back the dean back to life now. He's like freaking out. Oh, great stuff. Just really well done. This disc is packed. It's got 70-minute featurette documentary on Re-Animator. It's really interesting. There's an interview with director Stuart Gordon and producer Brian Usna. they actually sit down and talk about, you know, behind the scenes and the making of the film, and what they had to do and stuff. Interview with composer Richard Band. The score for this is great. The beginning title scene kind of sounds like Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, like the theme. It's got some of that mixed in. It kind of sounds just like that. But, interview with Fangoria editor Tony Pambone. A deleted scene, extended scenes, trailer, TV spots, production stills, gallery, screenplay for DVD-ROM. That's pretty old, I guess. Herbert West, Re-Animator by the script. Fun on the set, still gallery. Like, holy shit, man, this is just packed. Yeah, it's a neat little box. This is a great edition. I highly recommend this edition, man. Like, there's Herbert West with Dr. Carl Hill's head. This is a 2-discer. Pretty nice. It comes with a Herbert West little mini poster there. Herbert West has a very good head on his shoulders and another one in a dish on his desk. That's just awesome. Get this out. It's like one of those card things, and scene selections on the back. Very good, man. Just kick ass. And the 2 discs here. There's disc 1 and disc 2. Special features. Damn, this movie is just awesome. A classic. 86 minutes. Not bad. Great. This also spawned 2 sequels, which are awesome too. So, put this down there. And gotta try to get this. Here's the syringe highlighter thing. Yeah, it's like a highlighter syringe. It's pretty cool. You know, it's obviously not a real syringe, you know, you can't go like that. So that's a nice little collector's item. I'm sure these ain't out of print, but so I'm sure like Yahoo or eBay will have this. If you haven't seen the sequels, those are great. You should check the sequels out, which I'll review in the future. But just awesome. Yeah, that other scene with where Herbert West like kills Dr. Carl Hill. He goes down to West's little lab he's got set down in Kane's house, and I guess Kane just walks in the house and goes down the stairs and tries to blackmail West for stealing his work and that. But West hands him his workbook, and while he's looking in one of those microscopes, Herbert West sneaks behind him with a shovel and just cracks him over the fucking skull. Pretty great, man. And he's like laying on the ground, and Herbert takes the shovel part and rams it right in his mouth, and he like pulls his head apart and his body's like twitching. Just great stuff. anyway, the ending was good. They made it look like Herbert West died. All these tentacles and stuff wrap around him and like pull him into the like fog in the morgue. There's like fog and shit everywhere. And Dr. Carl Hill, he made every cadaver come back to life and ambush Kane and West and the Dean's daughter. I forget her name in this movie, but the actress that played her was Barbara Crampton. But, Herbert West is, he's got these 2 syringes and he's like, overdose! Great scene, I love that line. He's just walking around, he's got 2 syringes and he's like, overdose! And he jabs it right in the one cadaver's like kidneys and injects it. Pretty great stuff, man. So that's my review for the Re-Animator. Check it out. It's great, a classic. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, guys, and don't forget, keep it gory. Take care.